for the ceremonial groundbreaking, and look what stands behind me now. What a thrill it is for all of us. I'm told that the difference between this new home and Barton Hall is not only stunning that we all can see, but for those of you who actually play, maybe you'll have some hearing at the end of your time at Cornell. The band members are indeed thrilled with their new digs. They've even promised us it'll look just as nice as it does today whenever Dean Hubble and I just stop by for a surprise inspection. It will always be beautiful, clean, and organized.
The Big Red Marching Band, I've had a love affair for them since I was recruited here. I'll never forget it. I was in the bookstore with my dad. We were up to watch the Cornell football spring game. Cornell lacrosse was playing Princeton that day. And so we're in the bookstore, and all of a sudden, boom, the doors burst open. The Big Red Band comes marching through playing Davy. You know, I'm like, oh my God. I look at my dad, I'm like, Dad, this is the place for me. Are you kidding? So they're the best. They are the best. I've been sold a fan since 2001.
Duke's daughter had just been the band's first ever female drum major, and his son followed a few years later. Working with Duke and his classmates from the 50s, the Big Red Band's Alumni Association was born. The band's first ever endowment campaign got underway, and that endowment today approaches $1 million. This was a time where the already rich and strong tradition of student leadership in the Big Red Bands grew stronger, when the opportunities presented to Cornellians in the band grew in depth of responsibility and offered many students, myself included, the opportunity to grow in ways that have helped us and continue to help us personally and professionally. The commitment to student leadership is one of the founding principles of the Alumni Association and would set the Big Red Band apart from its peers. That is, of course, if anybody were worthy enough to be called our peers. Unfortunately, we lost Duke 2 years ago, but I'm sure he's looking down on us and he's thrilled at this new facility.
I would like to personally thank all of the alumni who kindly left behind little treasures for us, including, but not limited to, traffic cones, Halloween costumes, and soda cans that were manufactured before I was born. Jokes aside, I've been very impressed with the band as they have truly stepped up during this transition period. I'm confident that the band will be able to keep this facility in tip-top condition for many generations of Big Red Band's members to come. Of course, none of this would have even been remotely possible without the unfailing support of the band's alumni. It is because of your gifts that my peers and I aspire to one day give to future band generations as generously as your generation has given to ours. Thank you.
Wow, we made it. We made it to this day. Woo! Amazing. Rain, sleet, snow, come what may, we're going to do this dedication the way we have it lined up, so get warm. What band family started the wheels in motion to make this day a reality? A, Fischell. B, Fischell. C, Fischell. D, all the above, and the answer is D. So, Sarah and David, I want to thank you again on behalf of everyone, not only the generations past and all those who've been dreaming about this day, but the unending generations who will come and have a much better experience because of your leadership.
Now I would like to call to the podium Sarah and David Fischell, who I think have a few remarks to share with us. David and Sarah, it's your special day. David.
I cannot tell you guys how I am blown away by finally seeing this thing really happen and really come to fruition. It's been, as Susan said, an interesting episode of going to her and say, you know, we really should build a new building. No, I don't think it's in our plans to do this. And I said, let's find a way, and we found a way. All in all, 345 band alumni, family, friends have made gifts, with 99 making gifts of $1,000 or more. And I'd also, just as important, like to thank the students and recent grads who worked with me and the architects and the Cornell lead architect Gilbert Delgado to make sure that as they designed this facility, it was our facility. It would do what the students needed in the way they needed it. And that's one reason they feel so comfortable here. It's got the storage like they needed. It operates in a way that matches how the Big Red Band operates. And they were key to making this the right place.
On behalf of Cornell University and the 244,000 alumni at Homecoming 2013, I am extremely proud to formally dedicate this incredible new facility as the Fischell Band Center.
And I'm just delighted to see that the Big Red Bands finally have a home that's big enough to accommodate them. And it is a big red home. See all that red back in there? Band, through some alchemy, gives us all the most fun that we ever had at Cornell. And it's the space where and so this space can continue to let that magic happen for future generations of Cornell students. I'm so happy about that.
As I look back on my time with the band, it may be the most fun, as Sarah said, I ever had in my time at Cornell. And David, I'm sorry, it's even more fun than being on the Board of Trustees. And I'm very pleased that I could help bring about the creation of this wonderful facility that will be a proper home for the Big Red Band for many years to come.
In my regards to Davy, remember me to